front line, eh?
I knew I had to be in front, and yeah, it proves that it was the good decision.
It was quite stressful in the finish.
It was pretty nervous, pretty hectic, a lot of road furniture.
And a little bit of a move around that road furniture.
We heard a crash.
Oh, crash. Crash, crash, crash.
Crash in the middle of the peloton, and a number of riders have hit the deck.
So I had no clue who went down.
It's a Red Bull, looks like Roglic again.
Primoz Roglic, notamment dans la chute, qui se touche le dos.
In the finish they said it's Primoz went down, and yeah, I was just really devastated. It's really, really sad to see him crash.
It sounds cliche, but as a GC guy, you never have a day off.
Primoz Roglic has abandoned the Tour de France.
When the crash happened, I was so scared, you know, because it's so fast downhill and there are a lot of corners. So I'm just focused to be safe, more safe. The last 600 meters, suddenly I find Mike. He did super good job. He brings me from 15th position to top 3. So from that one on, I just knew I could deliver because I have like perfect wheel without any wind. And then, yeah, this kind of small uphill was also suit me really well.
Who's going to take it? Girmay wins his hat-trick of stages in the Tour.
Stage 13 takes us to Pau with another chance for the fast men before we hit the mountains this weekend. But with some bumpy terrain and potential crosswinds, a strong breakaway could upset the sprinters' plans. And indeed, a group of 22 riders went up the road early with a host of big names. Van der Poel, Kort, De Lee, Mohoric, Kwiatkowski, Costa, Lascano and Hull. There were 7 Tour stage winners with no fewer than 13 victories between them. But the presence of Adam Yates was a problem for the GC teams. Pogacar's teammate began the day 7 minutes down overall, and Visma Lease Bike, Ineos Grenadiers and Soudal Quickstep didn't want to give him or the breakaway a big gap.
Pour le même écart, 27 secondes au kilomètre 16, 27 secondes pour le groupe de 22 en tête.
This could be the end of the Tour de France for Ayuso, unfortunately.
Abandon du 13, Juan Ayuso, UAE team members.
Big acceleration there of Van Aert. It's like, okay, they need to close it, so they're going to go kind of all in.
And now they're going all in, because Pogacar has just jumped across onto the wheel of Visma. Definite split now, an attack of Visma Lease Bike with the entire team on the front. Look at that for a crosswind.
And there you go.
Alarm bells ringing back in the peloton, but they soon caught up with the yellow jersey group.
The danger for the Ineos Grenadiers is over. They've nullified it. Ineos Grenadiers catch the group of the top 3 riders, Pogacar, Evenepoel and Vingegaard.
But there was still the issue of Adam Yates at the front. Magnus Kort decided to kick on from the breakaway, going clear with Kwiatkowski, Gregoire and Bernard. And finally, after a chase of almost 100 kilometres, the peloton caught the remaining escapees.
Le groupe intercalaire repris par le peloton. Situation de la course, toujours 4 coureurs en tête. 4 coureurs en tête.
Look at the way the Tour de France now is forming into echelons on the road to Pau. There are riders all over the place and little splits happening. 55 seconds is the advantage.
Les groupes sont en train de se former, le peloton est en train de se scinder, un gros groupe de coureurs distancés maintenant.
After a bit of crosswind chaos, the 4 leaders were caught, but the fun wasn't over yet. On the first categorised climb of the day, Carapaz and Johannesson attacked. The duo opening up a gap of around 30 seconds as the sprint teams got themselves organised for the final run-in.
Échappée terminée. Échappée terminée, la première partie du peloton est groupée.
What is it that you love in sprinting?
It's adrenaline, it's close to the edge.
And that was the trickiest part in this finish.
Maybe because you have a little bit of a screw loose as well.
He loves me, he chose me, you know. I grew up just riding a bike. It's like, you know, watching a Die Hard movie of explosion.
Oh, massive crash, huge crash.
Il y a quand même un gros rush d'adrénaline, ça c'est sûr.
De Lee comes down, a number of other riders hit the deck.
You have to use your brain.
And now they make their way round the turn.
Tu peux être bien placé à 2 km et au final être bloqué.
Our team that delivers me in good position for the sprints.
It's still a long way to go. You have to make that turn in a good position.
You have to follow and trust your teammates.
Les 500 derniers mètres, c'est dans la bonne roue. Ensuite, le déborder quand on voit la ligne à 100 mètres. Déjà, juste avoir le petit sentiment de jouer la victoire, c'est déjà énorme.
And there's a big pull there from the rider from the Intermarché team. They've lost he's on the wheel of Demar.
Oh,
crash!
massive crash, huge crash. De Lee comes down, a number of other riders hit the deck. And now they make their way round the turn, 598 metres to go. A huge crash in that sprint. It's Christophe Laporte. He's got Wout van Aert locked in on the wheel. Just behind him is Nicky Hassan. Then it's Pascal Ackermann. Then it's Biniam Girmay. It's a long straight run here, 300 metres to go. Big group of riders at the front, but a number of riders have hit the deck. On the right-hand side, here goes the sprint. Philipsen is there. It's Philipsen and Wout van Aert, shoulder to shoulder. Nicky Hassan is there, but it's going to be all the way to the finish line this time. Jasper Philipsen is flat out. Pascal Ackermann is looking to get on terms. It is going to be Jasper Philipsen.
The feeling was good, much better than I had the previous week, so I could start my sprint with confidence, and I'm happy nobody could pass. It was piloted perfect by Christophe Laporte. I was a bit in the wind, but I had to launch early, and yeah, I could pass him. So I'm really happy with my sprint and with the feeling.
Philipsen taking his second win of this tour and the 8th in total after a chaotic sprint. Van Aert was second for the second day in a row. There have been some changes in GC, with Roglic and Ayuso both withdrawing, but Pogačar still leads by over a minute before the Pyrenees. Girmay was fourth today, so his lead over Philipsen has been cut to 75 points in the green jersey standings. Pogačar still has the polka dot jersey, with Abrahamsson unable to take any King of the Mountains points today. And Evenepoel leads the youth classification before we get stuck into the mountains again tomorrow. Don't miss it.